Series will be the Kimura from north-south. Very common technique. You can do it in a couple of ways. Again, we're doing it off that intermediate position. You start the same way, arms to the front ideally. See how I'm doing the split on the wrong side as we talked about it before? It doesn't really matter. It's just going to be a longer step. I'm so used to it. On the other hand, it's going to be a shorter step for this side here. So I got that position where he's sideways. I don't want that person to go flat because I just isolated one arm and one arm is gone out of play. So since this is the arm I'm interested in, I definitely want him sideways so that arm's as exposed as I can make it be. This would be the first one, right? The inverted armbar, the first one in the series. The second one in the series, what I can do here is just chop a little to the inside and shrug my right shoulder forward. As that will make his hand pop out here. And what I do is that I'm already waiting to catch it, and I'll catch it in my Kimura position. So I catch with one hand here by the wrist. My other arm is around it, and hand on the wrist here on this side. Now, common mistakes, okay? What you don't want to do is that you don't want this forearm here to go below parallel, especially if he has a gi on. What he will do is immediately grab the belt, grab the gi. I'm going to have a hard time finishing here. There's a whole class about what to do from here. We want that forearm parallel to ground. The other thing I don't want is that elbow to be to the front of the shoulder. What I mean by that is you can see the shoulder's more towards me. That elbow is ahead of it. I want it the other way. I want that elbow closer to me than his shoulder is. In order to do that, you cannot be sitting on him. You got to back down. So I sit back on my heel here, not on his head. And now the next mistake is to keep it away and press a lot with the arm. It forces the arm almost to extend and you lose the technique. Instead, bring it closer together and use your whole body in one movement. It's going to be very short. The more elbow in, the shorter that movement will be. If it stays out here, even if I'm glued, you can see he can go back. So remember, the key to a Kimura is the relationship between the elbow and the shoulder. When the elbow is lower than the shoulder, boom, a lot of movement. If I raise that up here, little. If I raise that elbow higher, very little. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. So you got a north-south, you're going to isolate that arm, bring him sideways. I'm anchoring that 45-degree, foot is further out than my knee. I'm going to shuck this here, grab that grip, pull back, and get my tap. Again, so you're right here, boom, up, shuck, and make sure you grab it, pull it in, right there, okay? If he grabs something, there are options out there. We're not going to talk about it, but there's always the arm bar. We're going to see that one next. Questions?